Okay, so
I'll tell you my assessment after the first few minutes. First of all, you're hitting way better than before. The player you are now would have beaten the player from 2 years ago, maybe 6-1, 6-2 on a bad day, but you would have beaten the player very, very easily. This is really good. The downside is that your forehand has lovely, consistent topspin.
yeah.
So my suspicion is, please tell me if I'm wrong, is that very often people play very, very well against you.
Usually I play with people that are much stronger than me.
Okay, well that
So
may
I'm
be-
always defending myself. I'm not imposed. That's why I'm asking you, please give me 1+1
Yeah.
option.
Well, the thing is that with serve plus one, we've got to be able to flatten the ball out as well as hit the topspin. In the rallying so far, the balls have been so nice to give me timing, right? And it's funny how the same problems apply at every level, because that was the problem for Alex Petrovic, the guy. He's got amazing power, but every single ball is the same. So after half an hour, you're just used to it, right? And it's not that difficult. He had to have variety. If he played Djokovic or Sinner, then they're playing incredibly different strokes, incredible variety. So, when we collect the next balls, I must tell you a little story about Sinner. And have you heard of a singer, Seal?
Sorry?
Have you heard of a singer called Seal?
Yeah, no.
Oh, he's one of my clients.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's the mentor of Sinner. I'll tell you the story afterwards. It's interesting. Okay, so cross court will hit. Good. Now. Sorry about that. Again. One stroke. Oh, sorry, that's a really good forehand. Again. Good. Again. Good. Again. Good. Again. Very good. Again. Good. Again. Very good. Again. Very good. Again. Stroke. Again. Very good. Again. Excellent stroke. Again. Good. Sorry. Good foot straight. Again. Excellent stroke. Again. Good. Sorry. Well done. Now. Perfect. Again. Good hitting.
I try to put a little pressure on it, but
Yes, I'm gonna. There's 2 stages of technique I want to work on. The second one's coming. Good. Sorry, that's my shot. Excellent throw. Again. Good. Again. Good foot swing. Again. Good throw. Very good throw. Again. Good. Again. Good. And one more. Down. Very good. Would you help me for 2 seconds?
Yes.
Could you just feed a few balls to Rooney's forehand? Just give me a second. I'm just gonna. I just want to look at your forehand from the right side. I think I know how to get more speed on it now. The stability looks really good, but I think I know, given your physique and your excellent timing, the ball should be faster. I think I know why it's not. So if you could just feed, I'll give you a racket. If you could just feed like that. So into that area there, somewhere around there.
Tell me when to start.
Yeah.
I cross court or
Yeah, or just smash it straight at diagonal.
Why I was better with her than with you?
I think to be honest, when I'm at the net, we're worried about spoiling my visit. I'm a very naughty tennis coach. So what's happening in the forehand? And there was one there, one that I said was a good miss, and one was a very, very good shot. And I knew it didn't feel the same. Okay. So why? This is why I had to see from the side. So as you
Sorry, you know that we.
Oh yeah.
We are under video dictature.
I'll just come to the camera. Main shot. Okay, so as you're making the stroke, now we've got this nice position here, so it's got stability. But now we need to get power. And you'll have seen in so many videos, I talk about the kinetic chain. So it begins with body, arm, racket, and then becomes racket, arm, and body. But the body is still coming forwards. So when you look closely at your forehand, on most of them, there's a disguise that looks like it's correct, but it's actually irrelevant. So what you're doing is this: move forwards, swinging, hit the ball, and then the shoulder moves through. But what should happen, I mentioned Sinner, he's the best in the world at this, right? On both sides. The reason for his huge consistency of power is here and now. See how by contact my right shoulder is ahead of my body.
Okay.
If we work on the head being the centre of balance, it nearly always is, right? So it's easy to stand there with above my head, but it's very hard to stand there when it's away from my head. Yeah. So we want to get the centre of balance to be behind the shoulder. And that means that all of my weight has to fall forward. If the centre of balance is behind my shoulder, which way can I fall? Only this way. Okay? And so on any comfortable ball, we want to have the centre of balance going through the ball. A way of doing this is to experiment. So I'm going to feed you balls, and I want you to experiment. There's no right or wrong with this. I have a specific one that works for me, because what I do is I tend to have a coaching game and a playing game. Now it's been very good for me having these tour players come, because I've had to start to rediscover my playing game, because I can't hit with them with a coaching game. But the difference is the shoulder position. So I will play with my shoulder behind my head, and I can put the ball almost anywhere I want. Right? But if that just won't
With
cut,
no effort.
no, very little effort. But that just won't cut when it goes to professional level. They hit the ball so hard that they almost knock me over. So now I have to have weight. So I have to push forwards. So the experiment for you, which I also did for myself, is which one works better for you? Is it better if I think about projecting my right shoulder forwards?
Okay.
Or is it better if I think of pulling my left shoulder backwards?
Yeah.
Because the result is the same. Yeah, the result is the same. So there's no right or wrong. Some people have one, some people have the other. But I feel the reason I introduced it in that way online is that if you experiment between the two, you get a real awareness of what you're actually doing with the body. And that turn there. Yannick, I mentioned, he goes into a neutral stance most of the time. And a lot of the time he doesn't move his feet, but he still finishes with this massive turn here. It's a remarkable amount of, considering he's 2 meters tall, the leverage in that body is amazing.
It's amazing how low is with
It's
knees.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But I must tell you afterwards, because I asked Seal, very simple. Seal's amazing, and he's a very good tennis player.
Yeah,
I've got to
really.
go to Hollywood to coach him. I should have been before, but they had the wildfire. They had the fires.